Now let's look at the code. The code starts off by declaring the signature of the function to execute in the thread. Notice void pointer return value, void pointer as input. Then we have a semaphore variable declared. It's a global variable. It will be visible to all threads. Then we have a character array declared, also global. It will become visible to all threads. So first of all, we have the call to seminit to initialize the semaphore. The second parameter is 0, indicating that this semaphore will be used among threads. The third parameter is 0, which will become the initial value of the semaphore. The return value of seminit is inspected for errors. And then we have a call to pthread create to form the new thread. This variable a_thread is of thread type, and this is used as a reference to our thread subsequently in the program. The second parameter is null, indicating that we want the thread to be created with default attributes. The name of the function which will contain the code to execute inside the new thread, and in this example we do not pass any parameter to our thread function at runtime. Return value of pthread create is inspected to make sure thread was created successfully. And now we have the while loop in the main thread. The printf will display this sentence telling the user to enter some text and to type in end to finish the program. So this while loop will keep on executing until it is able to find the word end in the first 3 characters of the string contained inside work area. To remind you, strncmp returns 0 on success. So this loop will keep on iterating as long as the user does not type in the word end. fgetS is used to copy from standard input sttin, and the contents are copied into the variable work area. The middle parameter is the maximum number of bytes to capture from standard input. After that, we have the sem post operation on the binary semaphore, which was initialized to 0. You have to understand that in this program, this while loop will execute in the main thread, and there will be another while loop which will execute in the thread function. Both while loops are happening at the same time. It's important you get this fact straight. There are 2 parts of code active at the same time. One part from the main function, the other part from the thread function. There is a while loop which is active in the main thread, and there is also a separate while loop which is active in the separate thread. So let's look at the while loop which is inside the thread function. Notice the very first thing that the thread function does is a call to semWait. Because the semaphore value is initially 0, the thread will get blocked on this call, and it will remain blocked until a post operation is performed on this semaphore. When that happens, it will enter this while loop, where again the stopping condition is to compare the contents of work area with the word end. As long as the word end is not there, this while loop will keep iterating. And over here, this thread is going to display the number of characters which are inside work area. So we are going to display an integer quantity, that's why you have %d, and the value to be displayed would be the length of work area, which is calculated using strlen, and we subtract 1 from it. And the reason to subtract 1 from it is because we do not want the new line character to also be counted We only want the displayed characters to be counted. When text is entered, you type in something and press enter. When you type in enter, this corresponds to a character, the invisible, non-printable new line character, which will also get copied in this case. But we do not want to display that when we display the character count. So that's why 1 is subtracted from the length of the string work area. So after displaying the character count, the thread function will again call semWait, and it is going to get blocked once again, and it will remain blocked until a sem post is performed on this very same semaphore. When that happens, the while loop will enter the next iteration.